The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back into the Local Show with Tom and Steve and Victory in Motion, the home of knee repair, not knee replacement. Dr. Petropoli was on for most of the show.
Yes, last week we had a lot of him.
If people don't know him, maybe you should tell them a little bit.
If you didn't hear him or you continue to hear him and your knee hurts and they say, you're going to need a knee replacement. Maybe not. They are repairing knees instead of having to do the surgery and go through all the hoops. So have a chat with them. You can reach them at 685-7544. Dr. Petropoli at victoryinmotion.com. Tom?
All right. Hey, it's our pleasure to bring on Turner Garza, who is the Director of Development at 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. I like it when I know absolutely nothing about people because then I can help our listeners get to know you. You look like a young lad. Are you from around the area? Are you born and raised here or elsewhere?
I'm originally from Northwest Arkansas.
Arkansas, yeah, very interesting.
And I don't hear that either.
Yeah,
I don't hear the.
No, I don't. You know, I've never been that far to the Midwest. So anyway, what brought you up here? Was it the coffee place?
Yep. So I'm here helping them open their store this week.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And then you just move off to another place, or
yep. So I'll go back to Virginia for a little bit, and then I'll be in Kentucky opening another store.
What's in Virginia?
I that's where I live.
Oh, now you live in Virginia. Okay, so you've made your life there. All right. Well, so did you go to school for something particular, like college for
barista?
Yeah, I'm finishing up college right now, so I've been doing it online.
No kidding.
And then working full time on top that.
Good golly.
So how'd you end up at 7 Brew? How'd that happen?
Well, before you ask him where is it located?
Yeah, there you go. That's important.
Because I'm saying this rhetorically almost because my kids have already been there about 10 times.
Yeah, so it's the address is 3906 Brewerton Road, so it's pretty close to the Delta Sonic.
I was going to say, that means
close
nothing.
to Delta Sonic, but also near our friends at Installations Unlimited. Is right
so
there.
it's just north of there.
And Pathfitter, yep.
And it's like they put it in there. The whole thing is like 6 square feet. It's this little building.
It's itty bitty.
But the I was there this week, Tom.
I don't know how you got in because we wanted to go and the line was wrapped around 4 times on Memorial Day.
When I tell you it looks as busy, busy. Wait times are 4 to 5 minutes.
You know what? I wasn't there even that long.
Yeah, well, you came through this morning.
Yeah. Went through, zing, zing.
Oh, okay.
They had 712 people working there. I mean, seriously, that's well staffed.
Yeah.
So how long have you been part of the brew crew?
Yeah, so it's a little over 6 years now. This was started out as what I thought it was going to be, just a college job.
Right.
So working at Sam's Club at the time, and then got a text message, hey, we're doing open interviews, and joined, and they started me out as a barista. The cool thing about 7 Brew is all of us started out as a barista. So you learn the basics and then build on from there.
Gotcha.
Then probably about 6 months later, I was a traveling trainer. So I went up to open our first out-of-state store in Joplin, Missouri, and came back from that one, was a barista and a shift lead for a little bit, and then went to Texas to open another store. And then after that, I transitioned into franchise operations training as we were starting to franchise more and more.
Yeah.
And, franchisees would send their managers, their operators, their upper management staff to Northwest Arkansas with me, and we would train on everything.
So you became a big shot very quickly.
The amount of growth that I had in 2 years was insane.
Right.
Yeah.
So why 7 Brew? Okay, you can't. There's coffee everywhere.
What makes it unique?
Thank you.
Why is it so? According to my son, he says that the prices are right in line with all the other ones, but he said in terms of the competition, it tastes better.
Yeah, I think it tastes better, and you can tell the difference from the second you pull in that parking lot. Music is blaring, everybody's smiling.
Yeah.
And you're greeted from the second you pull in with smiling people.
Wow.
You're not ordering at a speaker. Somebody is there with you, answering questions live, walking you through the menu, figuring out how we can tailor our drinks to what you want. And that's the really cool part. And then the interaction doesn't end there. You've got somebody at the lane table. So we have people sitting outside at the tables with the registers. It's not a window or anything like that.
Have you been here in the winter?
I have not yet, but I can tell you that the other stores that we have up here in New York, I mean, they operate the exact same in the winter.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
It's crazy.
Huh.
So what's popular?
Blondie is our most popular.
What is Blondie?
So it's a caramel and vanilla breve. My personal favorite is probably the sweet and salty, which is salted caramel and white chocolate.
So these are hot coffees, cold coffees? What are
You
they?
get them hot iced or blended.
Nice. Yeah, but you see, he's thin and young, so he can drink those things. Do you have anything for us older people?
When I'm not feeling coffee, I tell you I like our green tea. I'll drink an unsweet green tea.
Okay. And do you have a dark roast that I should order?
So
I love dark
all
roast.
kind of like a medium dark roast.
Okay.
If you're wanting something a little more, you want to taste
Punch.
the coffee.
Yeah.
We've got our house blend, and then you can add cream and sugar.
That's what I had
That's
this
what
morning.
you had this morning. Yeah.
Good cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between I don't know. You go through the drive-thrus. I'm not a fan of this coffee that starts with a D and ends with a D. That's these coffee shops. That's just to me. It's watered down. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I like more like Tim Hortons or maybe even Starbucks. I like a more robust coffee.
Yeah.
So, did you have people that were, oh my gosh, you're here? We went to one in Arkansas. I mean, because I never heard of 7 Brew from anything.
So the crazy thing is yesterday there's a lady who's come through every single one of our community hours. She was here on Memorial Day probably twice. I think I saw her car
She a
twice.
stalker? What is it?
And I asked her, and I walked up to her and I go, "You've been here all day, every day." And she's like, "I was driving to Binghamton to go get it."
No way.
So, and I go, "You're lying." And I was like, and she literally pulled up her phone, was showing me pictures of like, hey, I was like in Binghamton. And she was like, I was waiting on this one to open.
So people do that with like Chick-fil-A and back in the day,
Yeah.
even like Cracker Barrel. If you didn't have it, you didn't experience what it was. How are you able to recruit all these people? Because hiring is a challenge. And I saw,
Absolutely.
no lie, I couldn't believe how many people I saw, and they were very, very service oriented. How are you able to recruit?
We don't have like a traditional interview. We don't really care, where you've worked in the past. It's all about who you are as a person. If you can hold a conversation, that's great. We want people who can kind of keep that energy and keep that upbeat, environment. And we believe that kindness is the most important thing, and we look for people who have just an immense amount of kindness.
It looks like I'm out.
Yeah, that's got stuff. There was a young lady doing backflips, literally. I saw her. She was
after you left, they were doing handstands on the road.
okay. She up on the road. She was like doing, and I say backflips. Maybe it was hands. I don't know the difference. I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm like, wow. And
You mean, and they work there?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Because they were just saying, "Hey, stop here." They were like road annoying tractors.
You've seen those big flappy things at the car dealerships.
Yep.
Steve does those.
Yes,
he is one of those. Only he's a human one.
I'm a sky dancer.
Yeah, sky dancer. Yeah.
Do it.
So he could come over and do that.
So tell me about the food.
So we don't have anything besides a prepackaged muffin top.
Okay, so food. You know what? You're not coming here for lunch. You are coming here because the coffee is
Yep.
awesome, and that's the point.
So we the reason why we don't have a whole lot of food is we believe that this should be a shorter experience. Let's come through, get your coffee. Let's give you that bit of positive energy to start off your day, and let's get you going.
Well, 7 Brew. It's it's between Taft, right near the airport road.
Yes.
Right there by Instations Unlimited,
Yep.
and good coffee. And welcome to the town.
Thank you. We've enjoyed it.
Okay.